Okay, Captain Larry, I've stopped in the middle here of this job of changing the diesel lift pump on the Volvo MD-3 just to let you get a look at it. It was necessary to take the fuel filter off just to get some more room to work. Wasn't hard. 2 bolts and spacers. They're torqued on there a little harder than some other things, but they came off easily. The pump itself is held on with 2 5mm Allen bolts, which are not, they're just barely more than hand tight. Maybe 5 or 10 foot-pounds of pressure to take them off very easily. They've got lock washers on them, but you don't have to bust a gut trying to tighten them. And so what's necessary here is to have some rags and clean paper towels, because this is a job, and like any job in the diesel fuel system, where things have to be done with scrupulous cleanliness. And so that means, let me put down the camera for a minute while I sit back down on my battery box seat, because I'm old. If you're doing this job in the blowing sands of Bahar you broke down in Saudi Arabia, and it's blowing sand, I wish a whole bunch of luck. I don't know what to tell you. But what I've done is I've had clean paper towels because they're lint-free and they're really clean, and I've used those to clean my banjo bolts and replacing the copper washers with these new ones. I think in a pinch you can reuse these things, but I'm not, because I have them. The new pump came with an O-ring that seals against the crankcase, so you don't have to worry about that. All in all, pretty simple. Here's the other bleed screw that was part of the, excuse me, let me zoom this out, part of the fuel filter. And this is something else that I'll take and clean inside and out with a clean paper towel before I put it back together. So that's it. It didn't take very long to get the pump out. Maybe 15 or 20 minutes to disconnect the hoses and the banjo fittings, take the filter type fuel filter and get it out of the way, and get some room to work in there. This bolt down here, I never could see it. I had to do that all by the Braille method. But with a nice long Allen wrench, it isn't hard. And an Allen wrench about, 6 inches long, and it wasn't hard to do it. And I just did it by feel. Just got the end in there by feel and tightened it up by feel, and perfectly going to be good enough. Like I said, maybe it's 10 foot-pounds or so